this online seminar entitled Underutilized Horticultural Crops. And in this session, we are going to cover potential of underutilized vegetable crops, which will be taken by Dr. S.N. Sarvaiya. So before going straight to the topic, let me introduce him first. Uh, Sir is serving as a professor in charge in the Department of Vegetable Science at SP College of Horticulture and Forestry, Navsari Agriculture University, Gujarat, and has professional experience of more than 31 years. He has also received a Best Teacher Award by the ICR New Delhi during 2015 and has bagged various research papers to his credit, more than 92 papers, books, booklets, popular articles, press note, folder, TV telecast, radio talk, and practical manual. Apart from it, he is actively involved in the development of high yielding Tamanic variety, little gourd variety, pointed gourd variety, tomato, brinjal variety, sweet potato variety, and greater yam variety. And he has also contributed in 34 farmers recommendations. Apart from it, he has guided more than 10 masters students in the vegetable science and 5 doctoral students. So with that, I invite Dr. S.N. Sarvaiya sir for his
Yes.
speech. So
Okay,
over to
thank you.
you, sir.
Thank you. Hello, this screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
My voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So sorry for the inconvenience caused by me. So good afternoon to everybody and welcome to all in this online seminar on underutilized horticulture crops under World Bank and ICR funded NAHEP CAS project. I know that to attend a post-lunch session in any seminar is difficult, even though I shall try my best to justify my 1 hour presentation on potential of underutilized vegetable crops. So in the morning session, Dr. R.S. Pundi sir has also emphasized on the diversification in horticulture crops. Dr. N.I. Shah sir has focused on the immunity and the traditional vegetable grown by tribal areas and mostly on the prickly pear and the falsa.
Uh, I request all the participants, please wait patiently for 2 to 3 minutes due to internet connectivity. Uh, we are getting some issue from speaker side. So we will be in touch with you within short time. So just permit us for 2 to 3 minutes. Just be with us patiently. dear participants, since this speaker is getting some issue in the internet connectivity, so mm, we are very sorry for that. So rather than waiting for so long, uh, let me just introduce our next speaker for your session, technical session 3, which is taken by Dr. P.L. Saran. He will be taking your session on exploitation and use of medicinal and aromatic crops. So I would like to introduce sir first. Um, Sir is a principal scientist in horticulture stream, Directorate of Medicinal and Aromatic Plants Research, Boreavi, Anand, Gujarat. He has published more than 70 research papers, various books chapters, popular articles, and he has also developed various varieties on basis and apart from it, bagged various awards to his credit. And further, uh, he has conducted numerous training programs during the period of employment. So, with that, I request Dr. P.R. Saran, sir, to deliver his talk with us on the topic. So, over to you, sir.
Okay, madam. Okay. Just a few minutes, madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Madam, PPT is
Yes,
visible?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. My topic is medicinal and aromatic crops as an underutilized species usage and exploitation through cultivation. Uh, uh, Directly, I am starting my topic. Just a few minutes, madam.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
this is medicinal and aromatic crops are underutilized horticulture crops. But if we are talking in respect to medicinal usage, then they are high value crops as compared to other horticultural crops. This is the India's strength in herbal plants. Total in India, more than 1700 species or flora are using in different medicinal systems like Ayurveda. Maximum species are utilized or used in Ayurveda, followed by this that Unani, then Siddha, Amchi. Amchi means Tibetan system that is based on surgery and acupuncture, and our system, modern system, only 30 species they are using, and more than 8,000 species used by the tribal community of India. So this medicinal and aromatic crops are very important, especially for uh, disease management in this era. These are the few major new emerging diseases like cancer, hypertension, diabetes, malaria, viral dengue, chikungunya, Alzheimer, influenza, viruses like corona and other diseases. Such diseases are increases day by day due to the heavy pressure of population, uh, changing food habits, especially fast food, changing climate, changing lifestyle, and some are hereditary problems, and last one is pollution. This is very important factor for these diseases. Uh, Here I want to show some opportunities and usage of these medicinal and aromatic plants for management of such these new diseases. Especially in case of hypertension, we can use Google, Sarapgandha, and Terminalia species. Diabetes, this is very important disease in these days. Mamejo, Gudmar, Methi, and some other species like Kalmeg. They are very important, especially for diabetes management. In case of cancer, Kokum means Garcinia species, 6-7 species. They are also very important in cancer management. Anona species, Tulsi, Brahmi, especially Bacopa monnieri, or in case of Tulsi, that Ocimum sanctum. Uh, for dengue management, Calmeg and papaya are used. Even papaya tablet and Calmeg tablets are available in the market for this disease management, especially for increase of platelet count. Uh, Such medicinal and aromatic crops are also very useful for immunomodulation, especially ashwagandha, kalmeg, and asparagus. They are very important for immunomodulations. In case of malaria, artemisia are used from long back, especially for women health. Satauri and Saraka asoka, they are very very important species for woman disease management, especially in case of Parkinson's and Alzheimer disease. Valvate bean, Mucuna species can be used, and several products like Mucuna Pak also available in market for management of this disease. And in case of stomach problem, we can use some laxative medicinal and aromatic species, especially isabgol and senna, we can use for stomach problems. These are the few very important species with respect to major emerging diseases. Now I want to start a second part, which is very important or directly correlated with the cultivation. Indian medicinal plant scenario are 80% or more than 80% supply of raw drugs comes from wild, not from cultivation. Only 10 to 15% comes from cultivation. Annual consumption of these raw drugs or herbs is about 3 lakhs 20,000 tons, and approximately 134 species are under cultivation, and rest 160 species are partially cultivated. Uh, and the total species are used in medicinal system more than 17,000, and we are only cultivating 134 species or 160 species. Illegal trade of high value medicinal plant is continuous. Export of raw material about 100 to 114 14 million US dollar per year. And in our country, uh, share of these raw drugs is 1.6%, and this share is insignificant. 1.6% is very low. Out of that, two-third portion in the form of raw herbs only, and processing is very low, especially in medicinal and aromatics. Now we have only one option. For cultivation. Actually, one-third of population have no regular access to modern medicine in a country like India and other undeveloped countries or developing countries. Around 80% population in developing countries rely on traditional system. This traditional system, especially the medicinal species, are cost effective, easily accessible, and culturally accepted by the uh, peoples. So this system, especially the medicinal plants, are more relied by the peoples. Now we have many species they have uses. We have talked many times, more than 70-100 species. Many species has been endangered, as 90% or 80% we collect from wild, 70% collect involve destructive harvesting. Out of that, 70% is destructive harvesting, means the species are come increasing day by day under endangered species. So therefore, cultivation is an important strategy. There is no scope for a horizontal expansion of area, especially due to the competition between that underutilized and major horticultural crops as well as cereal crops. So it is viable to integrate in existing cropping system with the major horticultural crops, as well as we can incorporate such medicinal and aromatic hardy crops in poor and problematic soils. Medicinal and aromatics are minor or underutilized crops. They are a source of affordable health care. Therefore, they need more emphasis, especially for cultivation. Now, I want to start point wise why stakeholders or farmers grow such medicinal and aromatic crops. They are underutilized. They having problem like marketing, etc., marketing and processing. These crops are more profitable than some field crops. I will show some examples in my presentation. Scope for value addition. They are new and underutilized crop, so there is still scope for value addition. Adaptable to marginal soil, means they can easily grow in adverse conditions. I want to give a few examples like ashwagandha, isabgol, asparagus, kalmig. We can grow in unirrigated area, poor soils, stony soils, or especially in arid and semi-arid region of the India, without causing significant yield loss. Option for climate adaptations. There is so many species. They are suitable, especially some species are suitable for arid region. Some species are suitable for semi-arid, tropical, subtropical, etc. Medicinal and aromatic species require minimum input. For example, isabgol, asalio, uh, asparagus, and that aloe vera, they needs minimum input or no input as compared to or major cereal crops or major horticultural crops. Have a low incidence of pest and diseases. Even the Calmeg, Andrographis paniculata, and so many other species are cultivated in wild animal affected area due to there is no infestation of insect pests, diseases, or even wild animals. They also could be raised as an intercrop or mixed crop, as an intercrop or mixed crop with the major horticultural crops, and we can increase the income of stakeholders. These are the examples of underutilized medicinal and aromatic species for degraded lands. We can grow such species under degraded lands or poor soils. These are a few more example. Now, medicinal and aromatic crops are suitable species for cultivation in marginal and degraded soils. If we want to grow some species in eroded soils and having problem of water and soil erosion, then we can grow, or we have option like citronella, lemongrass, vetiver, thyme, ashwagandha, and isabgol. Uh, if we want to grow few species, especially in hilly area, then we have option like scented geranium, rosemary, asphoetida. Totally, we are exporting, we are importing from other countries, especially Arab countries and Afghanistan. So these crops have potential, especially in hilly area. Soil moisture stress condition, we can easily accommodate pamarosa, lemongrass, basil, ashwagandha, and they also give good returns. Under semi-arid tropical condition, we can grow aromatic grasses like pamarosa, jamarosa, lemongrass, vetiver, davana, pacholi. Even pacholi we can cultivate under partial shade condition, or this is also option for option as an intercrop among the perennial trees or especially fruit trees. Under saline and alkaline soils, lemongrass, pamarosa, vetiver, and chamomile we can cultivate and get handsome returns. Under arid region with brackish groundwater having pH more than 8.5, we can cultivate pamarosa, vetiver, lemongrass. At the same time, under acidic conditions, we can grow vetiver, brahmi, geranium. If some soils are having heavy metal, then we can cultivate coriander, dill, basil, chamomile, pamarosa to remove the heavy metal. And if farmers want to move towards organic cultivation of such crops, then these crops are option to remove the heavy metal from soils. So we can remove heavy metals using coriander cultivation, basil cultivation, pamarosa cultivation, uh, and farmers can move for a better option, especially organic cultivation or zero budget farming. Under soil irrigated with secondary treated municipal effluents, uh, under medicinal and aromatic plants, we not recommend use of such poor quality water, but we can grow organo. Organo means Italian basil or rosemary. Rosemary we can cultivate, but they have issues of heavy metals. So generally not recommended to grow such species in problematic soils. Newly reclaimed soils, we can cultivate coriander and cumin. Under shaded condition or agroforestry conditions, or as an intercrop, we can grow pacholi, tagates, minota, basil, mint, brahmi, because they require partial shade for better herbage yield as well as chemical content. So these are the several medicinal and aromatic crops we can cultivate in marginal and degraded soils as compared to the major crops, and stakeholders can get good returns even from cultivation of such crops. And now I want to start uh, uh, one by one crops. Generally, I'm starting here with the cultivation of tulsi. Generally, tulsi are two types. One is Rama tulsi, and another one is Shama tulsi. Rama tulsi means green one, and generally the Rama tulsi is rich in essential oils. If we want to produce essential oil, then we cultivate Rama tulsi or green one, and if we want to uh, produce dry leaves for herbal tea or herbal tea industry, then we can cultivate Shama tulsi, because they are rich in antioxidant, and that green one or Rama Tulsi rich in essential oil. The photograph shows the direct correlation with the number of peltate glands. The things are already in public domain, and we have published papers. Here I want to show we can cultivate these holy basil as we can cultivate such holy basil species for essential oil production as well as green herbage production. We can harvest more than 18 quintal dry leaves from cultivation of such species. At the same time, we can cultivate such crops, especially Osimum sanctum as an intercrop or under partial shade condition, especially for leaf production. But if we want to produce oil, then as shade net intensity increases, the oil content was decreases. So initially, if we want to cultivate perennial fruit trees, then in between space can be utilized by cultivating such species, and the oil yield was not reduced. Initially, for 5 years in perennial fruit trees or forestry trees. Actually, why we cultivate tulsi? There are two variants. One is Rama and another one is Shama. Rama Tulsi rich in oil, and if we want to produce eugenol from clove, then it takes more than 10 years and very costly affairs. And same thing if we want to produce from Tulsi, then we can produce from 1 hectare within 65 days. And tulsi is a good source of methyl eugenol as well as eugenol, and this is the substitute for clove oil. So we can cultivate osimum species especially for eugenol or methyl eugenol productions. Here is some natural indicators for tulsi oil, tulsi compounds. Uh, in first photograph, I want to show some male fruit flies. They are attracted on inflorescence of tulsi at a full flowering stage, because at this stage maximum amount of that methyl eugenol was present in the flower, so male fruit flies are attracted. So we can develop such traits for management of fruit fly. In next photograph, we can see black tulsi, and here also in the second photographs, and this is very specific. And skin quality, uh, the hair is known for its skin quality, and this eat only those species which are rich in beta caryophyllene. Beta caryophyllene generally we are used in preparation of several skin caring products. In shampoo, skin caring creams, we are using beta caryophyllene, and we can produce beta caryophyllene from such lines which is screened by the natural things like fruit fly and hair. So we can use tulsi. We can use tulsi in shampoo and skin caring compounds just like aloe vera, because they are rich in beta caryophyllene. Here I want to show that tulsi can be cultivated easily as an intercrop under forestry model, and yield loss is not significant with the sole crop. These are the photographs. We can cultivate tulsi as a sole crop, as a intercrop in forestry model, as an intercrop in fruit orchards, and under shade net condition. If we want to supply continuously green leaf in the market, then we increase the shade net intensity. If we increase the shade net intensity, the yield and oil content was reduced, but we can supply, we can prolong the supply of that green leaf into the market. Here I want to show some FLDs for illite DOS1, and farmers are cultivating Osimum sanctum for resource generation, or they are also getting good returns. This is the story of Ghanshyam Kaka. He is from Vaso and cultivating Osimum sanctum from last 3-4 years and getting more than 1 lakh rupees from 1 hectare. Earlier he has monkey problem, but after cultivation of tulsi, he is quite free from such problems. Now farmers can get more than 1.28 lakh rupees from cultivation of 1 hectare net return. This is net return from 1 hectare cultivation of tulsi, especially for leaf purpose, not for oil purpose. Here some more examples for cultivation of tulsi, and the farmers are getting good returns. Actually, medicinal and aromatic plants have market problems because there is no any fixed rate, just like our major crop MSP. So farmers have some problems. DMAP are involving farmers in cultivation, and we have some buyback with the private companies. Actually, we have buyback with one company, which is Vincent Organic Private Limited, Ahmedabad-based company, and this company making more than 250 herbs for herbal tea, and they are exporting to Germany, and they have buyback with our farmers, and I am showing here slips for buyback. So if farmers have buyback with the companies, then they can get good return, assured return, as compared to the other major crops or cereal crops. Here I want to show the scope. There is ample scope for the cultivation of tulsi. This graph shows that economics of tulsi cultivation, and if someone want to detail information on tulsi, then they can download from our website, and we also have success story on YouTube, success story on tulsi. They can download and they can get benefited, and sufficient products are also available in market. So tulsi can be used for making so many products, and especially in COVID era, we are using so many tulsi based products. So this is potential crop, and we can easily cultivate with the minimum input, only 10 tons per 3 years. FYM, 6-month-old well rotten FYM required. Now I want to discuss next crop, which is known as Damro in Gujarati, Osimum basilicum, and herbage production was more than 50 tons per hectare. So this is also one of the option for the farmers, and a candidate for reclamation or removal of heavy metals from the soil. So farmer can cultivate if they want to move towards organic cultivation. Initially 2-3 years they cultivate tulsi, pamaroja, lemongrass, and basil. Then they can remove heavy metals from his or her soils. By cultivating sweet basil, we can produce good quantity of seed, more than 13 quintal, good quantity of leaf, and even we can produce more than 90 kg anythol, anythol which is required in perfume industry or flavor industry. So we can produce more than 90 kg anythol or methyl chavicol from sweet basil cultivation within 110 days. These are the photographs of different germplasm at direct date of that sweet basil. Actually, in this slide, I want to show that sweet basil is having 0.7% up to 0.7% 0.7% essential oil. So we can produce more than 100 kg from 1 hectare. Here I want to show some correlations. There are two types of variant in the market. One is purple one and one is green one in case of sweet basil. That purple one generally used for ornamental purpose or for beautification of backyards. And in case of green one, they are rich in essential oil. So here I want to show the positive correlation between color of basil with oil content or with a number of peltate glands present in stem as well as leaf and flower of that basil. It means we can say if we want to produce any thol or methyl chavicol or essential oil, then we cultivate only green one. Here I want to show some photographs. The purple one are low in oil content. Here we can show only one peltate gland in half area, and here we can found more than 6-7 peltate glands, and oil yield also very high. So if we want to cultivate that sweet basil, especially for oil production, then go for this green one. And if we want to cultivate or we want to plant for ornamental purpose or for bouquet industry, then we can cultivate this purple one. Again, I want to show the anethol content in different accessions. Anethol content in different accessions. So we can harvest good returns also from that sweet basil. Here I want to show one more relationship between purple color and particular chemotypes. Methyl chavicol content was increases with the increase of color intensity. If we want to harvest more methyl chavicol, then we can breed some species, some hybrids, uh, which is produced from cross between purple and green one, and they are rich in oil as well as methyl chavicol. So this is the correlation between methyl chavicol content as well as purpleness in sweet basil. Here I want to show one more thing. Some physiological characters. If we want to cultivate such species, especially that sweet basil DOB4 or DOB5 in industrial area, then we can use this crop as a carbon sequestration or per unit area the capacity of carbon dioxide consumption is very high, especially in DOB4. So we can cultivate such crop in most polluted area or industrial area for removal of CO2, etc. This is the gross return from cultivation of Ocimum basilicum or elite DOB1. Now I want to discuss one of the hardiest crop, especially in saline or alkaline soils or degraded soils, that lemongrass. Lemongrass we can cultivate for dry herbage as well as oil production. Uh, Mostly citral based aroma compounds available in the market. So many products available in the market, from little soap to even so many soaps in market. They are having flavor of lemon flavor. Basically, they are using lemongrass oil. We can produce herbage more than 15 ton per cutting from lemongrass second year onwards. And actually, these are perennial crops, and we can cultivate up to 5 years. These are the economics of some selected aromatic grasses like vetiver, lemongrass, palmarosa, and citronella shows that we can also get good returns from such hardy crops in poor soils. One more important crop, palmarosa. Actually, we are using so many products in the market. They are rich in aroma like rose like aroma, and we are thinking this is rose product. Actually, uh, the Pamarosa is a substitute for rose oil, and Pamarosa also having geraniol, which is present in rose oil. So we can cultivate this crop as a substitute for a rose crop, and this is also one of the potential crop and substitute crop for rose oil. We can harvest 150 kg per hectare. We can harvest 150 kg oil, dry oil, from 1 hectare on third year onward, and we can get good returns, 1.5 lakh rupees from Pamarosa cultivation. Or we have some progressive farmers. They have problems in his field due to heavy use of input, especially for aromatic rice production near to Ahmedabad, especially Kadi and Meda area. Both the farmers are cultivating. Uh, Earlier, they are cultivating aromatic rice, but now they are not getting good return from last 4 5 years, and they have started a cultivation of this Pamarosa, Jamarosa, and lemongrass in more than 15 hectare area. Both the farmers, they are getting more than 1 lakh 49,000 rupees per year from cultivation of that Pamarosa, and they are saving so many input, especially pesticide, fertilizers, etc. Even our Kadi farmers saving more than 90,000 rupees, uh, especially for irrigation water. So farmer can get good returns by cultivating Pamarosa, both the way cultivation of this crop as well as saving of our resources, especially inputs. These are the photographs of or both the progressive farmers, and they are using sprinkler in Kadi area. This is actually peri-urban area near to Ahmedabad, and he is getting good returns. Ganjam Bhai, he has produced more than 5,000 kg dry oil, and dry oil cost in market is 2,000 rupees, near about 1,500 to 2,000 rupees, sometimes more than that. And he has more than 1 crore dry oil with him in 2 days. So farmers are also getting good returns. But if anyone want to cultivate such crops, at least they go for large scale cultivation. Otherwise, uh, this is not viable due to oil extraction, cost of high cost involved in oil extraction. The success story available in YouTube, and you also visit our directed website and you can see this success story. Really, farmers are getting good returns and with better quality soils. Both the farmers having distillation unit, each unit cost is more than 5 lakh rupees. If they have 2 units, then cost is more than 10 lakh rupees. And if they are cultivating in 1 acre or 1 hectare or 1 biga, then they are not feasible due to high involvement of distillation unit cost. But state government also providing more than 50% subsidy on distillation units. So farmer can, if farmers are interested in substitute, then they want to cultivate pamarosa, lemongrass, tulsi, especially for essential oil production or in large scale cultivation. So they can viable their unit for round the year, and they get harvest good yield from the field. One more very hardy crop, or this is also candidate for eroded soils, in both the case, water erosion as well as soil erosion. We can cultivate this crop. This is good binder, soil binder crop, and farmers can cultivate this crop. Only root portion is the economical part, and we can extract essential oil from same unit or distillation unit. Farmers can get 10 to 15 kg oil from 2 years, and cost of that oil is very high, 40,000 rupees per kg. So farmers can get good return. But this is biennial crop, and per year farmer can get more than 2 lakh rupees. Now, one more important medicinal crop, giloy, easily cultivable crop, easily available in everywhere, especially in India. And generally we harvest from wild. If we want to cultivate, then we can harvest more than 75 quintal fresh stem and 15 quintal dry stem. And this is really potential crop, especially in COVID situation. This crop is easily multiplied through single node cutting. The paper is already in public domain, and the data also show that we can save income. If we want to multiply large scale this species, then we can go for single bud cutting method. Google, this is also a very important crop, and if soils are very poor and farmers are unable to grow any crop, then they go for that Google cultivation. Even in arid condition, even in arid condition, they can cultivate his uh, this Google cultivation. Farmer can harvest 5 gram gum from per tree, approximately 500 gram gum from one tree in 5 years. So poor soils, where we cannot cultivate even other cereal crops, we have option Google as an option, suitable option, and we can get some return from this hardy crop. And water requirement is very less. Water requirement is very less due to dormancy, especially in this Google crop. This is his acclimatization character. Especially in Gujarat, central Gujarat or south Gujarat, if we want to cultivate sandalwood, then we can cultivate this white sandalwood. This is the example of one or progressive farmer near Anand, and he is cultivating from last 6-7 years, and he is uh, he is cultivating and that's white sandalwood in his field, and now he is also taking tulsi as an intercrop. Really, he is getting a good return, but it requires patience. Sandalwood aroma developed after 6-7 years, and if we want to harvest at least 5 kg, then we wait for more than 12 or 15 years. Here I want to show some host plant options. Actually, chandan or that's white sandal cannot be cultivated without host plant, especially at initial stage. So we can use that ornamental henna, basil, tulsi instead of neem and other perennial species, because they are diverting more nutrients as compared to such hedge or annual or biennial species like basil, tulsi, and ornamental henna. So, ornamental henna is the best option for both the purposes. If we want to cultivate this sandalwood, then use uh, that ornamental henna as a host plant. Here I want to show some photographs. Uh, these are the 6-7 year old trees. Actually, here I want to show sandalwood require only host plant only for initial 3-4 years. After 2-3 years, there is no requirement or no need of any such host plant. After that, easily sandalwood can survive. So we use only biennial or perennial herb species, not tree species as a host plant. Otherwise, the growth and development is very poor in sandal. If farmers want to cultivate that sandalwood and they want to raise nursery, then they also get good returns. They can easily raise the seedlings of that sandalwood, and if they have such host plant like ornamental henna, then first they plant in polybags henna and then raise seeds. Uh, if we want to purchase from market, then one plant cost is 25 rupees. If someone want to prepare uh, the nursery of sandalwood, then total cost is less than 5 rupees per plant. So this is one of the potential area and new crop for this region, and easily they can get good returns from uh, sandalwood nursery raising. Here I want to discuss one more mm, potential root crops, Satauri. Actually, there are two species. One is Asparagus racemosus, and another one is Asparagus ascendens. Asparagus racemosus is high root yielding crops, and Asparagus ascendens, this is rich in Sataurin 4 content, or that particular chemical rich crop. If we want to cultivate uh, cultivate asparagus for extract, then we go for ascendant species. And if we want to cultivate asparagus for powder industry, then we go for asparagus racemosus. Approximately 50 kg seeds produce 50 kg seed produced from 1 hectare Sataur after 18 months, and approximately 4 to 4.5 ton dry root we can harvest within 2 year from Sataur cultivation. This is also suitable crop for partial shade condition. Actually, this is perennial species, and we can harvest up to 5 years. We can harvest after 18 months, after 30 months, after 36 months, after 42 months, or even after 5 years. The root yield was increases with the age of the plants. So we can harvest this crop when market is available, and we need some returns from this crop, so farmers can get a good return from this crop. Here again I want to show, if we want to cultivate uh, asparagus ascendens, then we go for extract purpose. If we want to cultivate asparagus racemosus, then we go for powder production, for powder industry. Actually, it is multiplied through commercially multiplied through seeds, but seeds take more time, more than 30 days for germination. If we soak more than 48 hours in water or gomutra, then germination was better as compared to without soaking. So at least soak with more than 48 hours with water or gomutra, whatever possible, and then the crop nursery was ready after 4 months. 30 days, approximately 20 to 30 days required for germination, and 90 days for transplanting. So approximately 3 to 4 months required for this crop nursery raising. We have one case study or success story. Actually, Vipul Bai and Kanti Bai, they are Satauri growers from Bhadraudi, Botad, Bhavnagar area. They are cultivating in more than 4 hectare area, especially that asparagus ascendens species under high density plantation uh, in stony soils or problematic soils. They require only weed management initially, so they develop three equipments: hand driven, cycle driven, motorcycle driven, and save 50% cost from labors. And they have cultivated this species under high density plantation as well as under drip irrigation in stony soils. They are getting more than 4,86,000 rupees, for more than 4 lakh rupees net return per year basis. And if any stakeholders want to cultivate this crop, at least they have buyback with some industries, and then they can easily cultivate this crop. And otherwise farmer also sell this crop in largest Asia spice mandi, Khari Bauli mandi in New Delhi, and market rate is more than 300 rupees per kg dry root of this species. So farmers can get more than 4 lakh rupees from cultivation of this asparagus ascendens as well as asparagus racemosus. This is also potential candidate for uh, cultivation as an intercrop or even in perennial orchards of mango, we can cultivate this crop. Here we have published one paper and the information are already in public domain. If we want to cultivate this asparagus as an intercrop or with 25% shade net intensity, then we get a non-significant reduction in the root yield and increase Sataurin 4, significantly increase Sataurin 4 content under a 25% shade net condition. So we can cultivate this crop as an intercrop among perennial trees. Here I want to show a post-harvest process. After harvesting, properly culling the roots of both the species. This is Asparagus racemosus. This is Asparagus ascendens. At least properly remove the soil and soil, peel the upper bark of the root, and then remove that central hard portion. This is very necessary, and this take a little more laborers. Only major cost in asparagus cultivation is peeling, drying, and removal of this central portion. So please taking care of this post harvest process properly before cultivation. And these are the powder making process of this asparagus dry roots. Actually, our farmers have buyback with Satras Agri Private Limited, Surat, and one Burma in Kharibawli Mandi of New Delhi. So they are getting more than 500 rupees from per kg. And so many products are available in market, extracts, powder. So we can cultivate accordingly. If we have buyback with some companies, they are preparing extracts or they require extract, then we go for asparagus ascendens. If we want to cultivate asparagus racemosas, then we go for powder making. Detailed information are available on the website or this bulletin written by me. Spade muesli. This is also one of the potential crop, but major cost involved in planting material production. If we want to purchase tissue culture plant, then cost is very high. Establishment cost is very high. Initially, farmers start from small scale and then multiply his own planting material and then cultivate. Definitely he will got success. Otherwise, initial cost of planting material is very high. Initial cost of planting material is very high. This is a processing method of spread muesli. Spade muesli easily multiplied through seeds as well as roots. These are the different methods or technique by which we can multiply, but commercial method is second one. Aloe vera. This is one of the hardiest crop, and from Kanyakumari to Jammu Kashmir, this aloe vera easily cultivated in all over India, especially in even problematic soil, degraded soils, or arid condition. We can get 15 to 20 tons fresh leaves from 1 hectare and 35 tons per hectare fresh leaves in well irrigated. Under unirrigated condition, we can harvest 15 to 20 tons. Under irrigated condition, we can harvest more than 30 tons. And we can take 3-4 cuttings per year. Aloe vera leaves are used for medicinal and especially in cosmetic industry. Actually, there are two species. One is yellow barbadensis, another one is yellow chinensis. If we want to go for juice making and direct eating, then we go for yellow chinensis, because yellow chinensis is not rich in yellowing. And if we want to go for that skin caring products preparation, uh, so we can cultivate yellow barbadensis, and that is rich in yellowing, particular compound yellowing. This is very useful for skin caring product development. So if we want to cultivate juice or pulp, then cultivate yellow chinensis, otherwise yellow barbadensis. Within 1 year, from one plant we can produce at least 4 suckers. Then from 1 hectare we can generate more than 19,000 suckers of this crop. Or cost of one sucker is more than 2 rupees. So really this is very potential crop, but at least we have some buyback system with the industry. uh, in North Gujarat, 2 3 farmers they are doing more than 20 hectares, especially that yellow barbadensis. This is important candidate for intercrops between perennial trees, forestry as well as fruit trees. We can cultivate this aloe vera. This is really very hardy crop and minimum damage by the pest and diseases. This is processing unit. Uh, we can extract juice, we can prepare juice as well as arc from same machine, and the cost is approximately 1 lakh rupees and easily available from Haryana. One progressive farmer, Rashtrapati awarded farmer, we can purchase this machine. And in our Gujarat, 2 3 machines are available. Isabgol. This is also very hardy crop and easily cultivated in arid condition. Jalore, Jalore, Jaisalmer, Bardmer, dry tract of Rajasthan as well as dry part of Gujarat, they are cultivating this crop. And in a dry area, we can get more than 15 quintal per hectare production of isabgol seed. But under Gujarat condition, we can harvest up to 10 to 15 quintal. So this is most suited crop for arid region. And farmers can also get handsome returns up to 29 or 30,000 from 1 hectare from one crop. And this is some or progressive farmers in North Gujarat. They are cultivating pomegranate and guava, and as intercrop they are cultivating this isabgol. So we can cultivate this crop easily with the pomegranate as an intercrop. Senna is one of the very hardy crop, and especially in Gujarat, Seth brothers are Seth brothers are uh, cultivating this crop under buyback system, especially in North Gujarat. So under arid condition or unirrigated field, we can harvest more than 7 quintal dry herb, and under irrigated condition, we can harvest 20 quintal leaves from this crop. So this is also one of the potential crop, especially in dry or degraded areas. Now I want to discuss two more important crops, Centella asiatica and Jalbrahmi. Both the crops are very important, especially for waterlogged condition or waterlogged condition, or where water stagnation problem is there. In such condition, we can cultivate such crops. This is
Excuse me,
vegetable.
sir. Sir, sorry to interrupt you, but
Okay, ma'am.
we are left with 5 or 10 minutes, so we can spare this time with
Okay,
presenting
ma'am.
and
Okay,
Q&A
ma'am.
session.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. These both the crops can easily cultivate as an intercrop or under partial shade condition. So we can cultivate such crop in coconut and areca nut plantation as an intercrop. If we grow Centella asiatica under partial shade condition, as the shade net intensity is increases, the yield of this crop was increases with the shade net intensity. So this is one of the important potential conduit for integration into uh, these perennial trees. These are the photographs cultivating under partial shade condition. Actually, Jalbrahmi. We have more than 20 farmers. They are cultivating more than 1 hectare by each farmer of that Jalbrahmi. Mostly rice farmers now start diverting towards the Brahmi cultivation. Actually, the farmers have problem of waterlogging in his field. They are cultivating this crop, but farmers those who are interested in this crop, they at least have assured irrigation except rainy season, and definitely they will get good returns. Here I want to show some more photographs. Such fields are suitable for this crop cultivation. This is calendar already available online, and how farmers are commercially multiplying this crop. Simple root cutting, simple stem cutting, and by stem cutting and the pesting method, which is available. Hello. Okay, sir. Okay, please, please, please. This is the photograph of frontline demonstration. Farmers can get more than 2 lakh rupees from 1 hectare by cultivating this crop. This is the example of Anand district, Isnao Gaon, Vimal Bhai Patel, and success story already available in YouTube as well as our website. Farmers are doing gobar gas production and solar energy production. These are the photographs showing. This is post harvest harvesting and drying. There is actually one or two pest problems. Litura problem. If we have open field, then there is no problem. Under a protected condition, this pest creating problems. So we can use neem based product for management of this pest. These are the few more one more success story from Pandoli village, and farmers also cultivating this crop from last 5 6 years, and they are getting good returns. This is the cost of cultivation of that Pandoli farmers, and this crop are also suitable candidate for cultivation under partial shade as an intercrop. We can cultivate. The content was increases under shade condition as compared to open, so we can cultivate this crop as an intercrop under palm or other coconut orchards. This is the products available in the market. uh, this bulletin was written by me and already available on our website. Kalmig. This is really very hardy crop, and easily we can cultivate in wild animal affected area, and farmers can get good return. These are the few FLD's photographs from our tribal area of Gujarat. Both the farmers getting even good return, more than 50,000 rupees from 1 hectare. Earlier, they are cultivating maize and potato, and they have so many wild animal problem. Now they are very happy with this crop. Ashwagandha, this is also very important crop, and we can harvest more than 8 quintal from 1 hectare. and water requirement is very low. At least initially we require 2-3 irrigation, and this is actually 190 days crop. And this is processing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for explaining us the how we can utilize medicinal and aromatic crops in order to get optimum benefit. And I hope this will help our participants in their own studies. So, with that, sir, shall we take some questions from participant side?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Sir, our first question is, Desi award is useful for medicinal purpose as like Mindi Abal.
Pardon, please.
Sir, I have already put that question in chat box. That is, Desi award is useful for medicinal purpose as
Uh,
like Mindi
Okay.
Abal.
Oh, okay, okay, ma'am. Actually, they are local names. I'm not aware, but there is so many species. They are having medicinal properties,
Okay.
and if someone have कुछ particular questions, then they can ask me. Please provide my mobile number. Actually, I don't know that local names.
Sir, we will provide your email ID. If they
Okay,
have any
okay, okay,
queries,
okay.
they will ask you from you.
Definitely, madam. Definitely.
So thank you so much, sir, for joining us and being with us. It was really an informative session. So we will move forward to our previous session, which was taken by Dr. S. N. Sarvaiya, sir, and he is going to take on potential of underutilized vegetable crops. So I request Sarvaiya, sir, to continue his session.
Okay, thank you. Okay, am I audible, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. How much time I have to spend?
Sir, we have 30-40 minutes.
Okay, okay, okay. So good evening to everybody and welcome to all in this online seminar on underutilized horticulture crops under World Bank and ICR funded NAHEP CAS project. I shall try my best to justify my presentation on potential of underutilized vegetable crops. In the morning session, Dr. S. Pundi sir has also given the emphasis on the diversification in horticulture crop. Dr. N. S. Shah sir has also focused on the immunity, then traditional vegetable, falsa, prickly pear, grapefruit, karanda, then dil, sawa, and other triple crops. Same way, Dr. Sanjay Singh also gave a very good, nice talk on this different fruit crops regarding these medicinal properties of this fruit crop. Dr. R.V. Vyas, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of AU, now Anand has also given emphasis on the organic production and put this product in the global market. And the irradiation plant is also required for this processing. And the we should have to reduce the post-harvest loss as it is a very big loss to our nation. So Dr. Piyush Verma has also given a very good talk. And lastly, Dr. Parvez sir has also given a very good talk on the medicinal and aromatic plants. So my presentation is on the potential of underutilized vegetable crops. This is my outline of the presentation, the agroclimatic zones of India and what is underutilized vegetable crops, values of underutilized vegetable, possible reasons for underutilization, features of the underutilized species, and strategies for the development of underutilized vegetable crops, and future opportunities and priorities for underutilized species under climate change and inference. So here we can see, with the help of this agroclimatic zones of India, ICR has given the agroclimatic zones divided India into in the 8 agroclimatic zones. In Gujarat is included in the arid western plain. And according to Planning Commission, now it is known as the Niti Aayog from the 1st January 2015, the National Institution for Transforming India. So the Niti Aayog has given the 15 agroclimatic zones in India. And according to NBSS, National Bureau of Soil Survey and Land Use Planning, 21 zones are there. Now it is 20, and the headquarters of this NBSS and LUP is Nagpur, and the year of establishment is 1978. So with the help of this, all these climatic zones, and we can see here, all over the world, more than 15 biodiversity hotspots are there. So we are lucky that we have also the three richest global biodiversity hotspots. One is Western Ghats, second is NEHR, means Northern Eastern Hill regions, or you can say the Eastern Himalayas, and Andaman Nicobar Islands. So what is our role as a students, as a faculty, or as a researcher? So we should have to explore all these plants from this biodiversity. We should have to collect this germplasm, and we should have to conserve all this for the future point of view. So for India, we can say, or I can say that you name it, I can grow it, or you name it, we can grow it. So for this is the best advantage for this global biodiversity. So Biodiversity Act is there, Biodiversity Authority is there, and so many NGOs are also working on this biodiversity. So India is one of the hotspot of the biodiversity, and we can consider India as the richest reservoir of genetic variability. So Himachal Pradesh and northeastern hill regions are the treasure house of traditional indigenous vegetables and mostly underexploited. So we should have to exploit this rich biodiversity in the Himachal Pradesh and the northeastern hill regions and the Andaman Nicobar Islands. So out of 75,000 species of edible plants, only 150 species have been intensively and widely used. 30 species provide 90% of the world's food. So what is our role? So what is our responsibility? Our responsibility is to promote these underutilized vegetable crops or the fruits or the medicinal and aromatic plants. And we should have to go for the conservation, either it may be ex situ or it may be in situ. So we have to go for this development of production and production technology for this underutilized vegetable crops or the fruit crops or the medicinal and aromatic plants. We should have to go for the processing because there is a huge potential to prepare these various value-added products because it is very high in fiber and antioxidant. So we should have to grow for the utilization and the market and promotion by commerce and science. Towards solving the problem of malnutrition to some extent, for that we have to think over this role of our partner. So all the vegetables are considered as a protective food, or you can say eat liberally or free food, that is it is free from the fat. So why it is called protective foods? Because it prevents and cures several diseases and prominent role in combating malnutrition. So you can see here the major condition of the foods. This is the basic question. We are all know these things. The carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, dietary fibers, and waters are the major constituents of the food. And the organic and inorganic complexes contained in food are called the nutrients. So the major nutrition problem in the world, you can see there, the protein energy malnutrition, then obesity, then micronutrient deficiency, the iron deficiency, vitamin A deficiency, iodine deficiency, zinc deficiency, folate deficiency, and nutrition related chronic diseases. So all these are this is the protein revolution. So it was coined by our honorable visionary Prime Minister Narendra Modi sir, and the Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has given this protein revolution. You can see if the protein is consumption of the protein is less, then what happened with the children? You can see here the kwashiorkor disease will be there if the absence of the protein is there. So our pulses requirement is also 80 gram per day per capita, but the availability of this pulses is 41.9. Suppose children between 1 to 3 years of age must consume 1 gram protein. If the person is not taking this recommendation dose of the protein, and the children is suffering from this disease of the kwashiorkor. So this protein revolution has been coined by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi sir. This is also the obesity is very harmful. So we should have to avoid the junk food or the fast food in our diet. Or particularly, I would like to say here the students are here also on this platform. Then I like to say that please avoid this junk food and fast food from your diet. Or particularly, I like to say here try to avoid this junk food and fast food from our children in the house. Otherwise, the situation will be different in the future. So this is according to body mass index, you have to take care, because suppose my body mass index is between 18.5 to 24.9, then I am healthy. Otherwise, it may be underweight, it may be healthy, it may be overweight, or it may be obese. So your body mass will be maintain the body mass between 18.5 to 24.9. Otherwise, the problem will be there. So this is you just think over this. In India, every year, what happened with this vitamin A deficiency? What happened with the iron deficiency? What happened with this iodine deficiency? And what happened with the folic acid deficiency? So many numbers are there. 3,33,333 children died due to vitamin A deficiency. 33,000 pregnant women died due to iron deficiency. That is called anemia. and 6.6 million children born mentally impaired due to iodine deficiency, and 33,000 babies born with neural tube defects due to folic acid deficiency. This is the eye-opening slide for us. So we should have to think over the use of this underutilized vegetable crops or the fruit crops or the medicinal and aromatic plants in our diet. So this is very hard to believe. Every year, 250,000 children become blind because of vitamin A deficiency. And this rice, golden rice, has the good opportunity. It's a very good content of the beta carotene content is there. So we should have, we have also developed one variety of this, endorsed one variety of sweet potato that is good for this beta carotene content, and the variety is Bhukanti. So this is the, by this way we can add this variety, or we can add this biofortified product in the midday meal scheme. Then we can solve the problem of this vitamin A deficiency. Otherwise, it is very hard to believe that 250,000 children become blind due to vitamin A deficiency. So this is the grim reminder of this vitamin A deficiency. How this vitamin A deficiency affect this eyes of this child. So this is also the zinc deficiency, the vitamin deficiency, iron deficiency, calcium deficiency, and iron deficiency. These are the pictures regarding this. So actually, we are in need of what? India. So as an Indian person, or we are in need of what? Hunger-free India. So now United Nations have declared 17 Sustainable Development Goals, that is called SDG. So by end of 2030, we should have to achieve all these goals. So on the top means on the number one, the poverty is there. Second number is zero hunger, and fifth is gender equality. So we should have to create this hunger-free India by the end of 2030. And the United Nations has declared 17 Sustainable Development Goals. We should have to achieve these goals with this. Second one is malnutrition-free India. Healthy Bharat, clean Bharat, and healthy child. Food and nutrition security is also, we are in need of zero hunger world. We are also in need of all these things. So this is the nutrition security. So for nutrition security, we require iron, zinc, protein, lysine, tryptophan, provitamin A, vitamin C, anthocyanin. And we should have to develop the variety of this mustard, erucic acid low, then glucosino content is low, and kinase inhibitors will be low. So this is biofortification. This is the cost-effective, sustainable, and reaches target people in pure form. So no involvement of distribution of system and can reach the poor. So by this way, we can go for this nutritional security. This is the underexploited legume vegetable. It's a very good source for the protein, energy, malnutrition, vitamin E deficiency, and then iron deficiency and iodine deficiency. So we can use this product in our diet for the correction of this deficiency. So this is also the, you can see the pie chart of it itself indicate the contribution of underutilized legume vegetables for food and nutritional security. So, so our Prime Minister Narendra Modi sir has also given the dedication of 17 biofortified crop varieties to the nation for the food and national nutritional security. So here the list of the 17 biofortified crops varieties declared to the nation by Honorable Prime Minister on World Food Day. So we should have to think about this biofortified crops in our diet. So Sahi Posan, Desh Roshan is the promoting nutrition and healthy food. And the production of these crops will be unscaled and linked with government programs of midday meal, Anganwadi, and Make India Kuposan Mukt. That is the motto for this Sahi Posan and Sahi Desh Roshan. So we have developed also the one variety of greater yam that is rich in anthocyanin, that is 0.76 milligram per gram. So we should have to include this anthocyanin rich diet in our daily consumption. So this is the photograph of Bhukanti variety, which we have endorsed, because in this variety, you can see here the beta carotene content is very good, 7.4 milligram per 100 gram of edible portion. So this is the way by which way we can include all this product in our daily diet. Later, ensure food security with nutritional aspect through non-traditional vegetable crops. And we all know the surgical strike of 29 September 2016, that is called Uri attack in Pakistan occupied Kashmir. So now we are in need of what? The surgical strike on malnutrition of what, and surgical strikes on malnutrition of what. So we are in need of the surgical strike on malnutrition of the poverty, on malnutrition of the soil health, on malnutrition of this hunger, and on the malnutrition of the micronutrient deficiency. So we are in need of the surgical strike on this all these aspects. Here you can see these multiple challenges are there. So when students are here on this platform, so I like to say, so the multiple challenges are there with you and with me. So all these multiple challenges are conspicuous. You can see here the food security, nutrition security, global hunger index, malnutrition, hidden hunger, poverty elimination, environment sustainability, climate change, global warming. All these are the multiple changes in India. We should have to face all these changes, and we should have to go for the any solution of this changes, because all these multiple changes are the conspicuous. So we can see with our naked eyes, and we should have to do something as a faculty, as a teacher, or as a researcher, or as a students, or as a public sector or private sector agency. So we should have to collectively go with this thing. So regarding the global hunger index, International Food Policy Research Institute, you can see here only the data. The rank of the India in 2017 for the global hunger index is 97. For the 2019, the global hunger index of this India is 102, and recently 2020 the global hunger index of the India is 94. So you can see here the with the help of this global hunger index, suppose the number is very less. In the last year, the Thailand was on the top. In the last year, in the 2020, the Belarus is on the top. So when the number is very less, then they are getting the very good or healthy food in that diet. So this is the condition of the global hunger index. So we should have to. This is also one of the biggest challenge for us to achieve the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. So this is the you can see here the wasted children are there below 5 years, stunted are there below 5 years, and where vitamin A deficiency is there below 5 years, and zinc deficiency is also below 5 years, 35%. So wasted is 25%, stunted goes with the 35%, where goes with the 57%, and zinc deficient goes with the 35%, and Fe deficient goes with the 70%. For zinc deficient, Navsari Agriculture University has given a very good rice variety GR15, and the zinc content of this grain is 21.58 ppm. So by this way, below 5-year children, we should have to malnutrition regarding the below 5-year children. We should have to think over this, all this wastage, stunted, and because all the wastage, stunted, and the deficiency leads to the gross domestic product (GDP). So 11% loss of this GDP goes also with this malnutrition and the poverty and the hunger. So we should have to think about this because every year, each and every year, the IFPRI is giving this scale for the global hunger index. You can see here in the year of 2019. See here our neighboring countries. See even see here 102. The number is 102. I want to become my number of India between 1 to 10. So my neighboring countries, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Sri Lanka is also having good and healthy diet as compared to India. This is the data of this 2019. What happened with this 2020? Recently, the global hunger index has been declared by this institute. Then my rank is 107, and the Belarus is on the top. So Belarus is giving taking the very good diet, or giving this very good diet to that person of this Belarus. So this is the condition of the global hunger index all over the world of India. And you can see in the next year, the condition of this global hunger index as compared to my neighboring countries also also not good in the next year. So what happened with this WFP, World Food Program? The head of this World Food Program, David Beasley, also given a very good remark that in the year of 2021, the condition of this malnutrition or the hunger or the poverty is very worse as compared to 2020. So this is also the latest report by this given by this World Food Program. We should have to think to achieve this food and nutrition security. 4 pillars by the FAO has given this 4 pillar. That is called availability. Second one is accessibility. Third one is stability, and the fourth one is utilization. So these are the 4 pillars we should have to keep in our mind. Now, what is underutilized crop? Which are either grown commercially on large scale, not traded widely, or as commodities, or whose potential has not been fully realized. Or in some places, consumption of this crop is not socially acceptable by some commodity sector. You can say which are traditionally used for food, fodder, fiber, oil, and medicinal properties. And local communities have used this species for generation, but currently their traditional uses have been being forgotten due to lack of proper knowledge. So those non-commodity crops, which are part of a larger biodiversity portfolio, once more popular and today neglected by users, that is called underutilized crops. And so many underutilized crops have been grown by planted mainly in home gardens and used only by a small group of people in very limited geographic area. Some are grown only for a very special purpose. And so synonyms are for the underutilized vegetable crops. Somebody is using orphan crop, abandoned, then new, then novel, neglected, lost, underused, underdeveloped, development opportunity crops, and local, minor, traditional, forgotten, alternative, niche, and promising. So many synonyms are there you are using for this underutilized vegetable crop. And you can see here the poor food of the poor stigma is attached to this crop. Otherwise, it is not poor, but it is highly useful for this medicinal, aromatic, and the therapeutic values. So values of underutilized vegetable crop, you can see they are very rich source of vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients such as carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Easier to grow and hardy in nature, and producing a crop even under adverse soil and climatic conditions, have a long history of consumption. The local people are aware about their nutritional and medicinal properties and are cheap and readily available. And this is significance of underutilized vegetable crops. Underutilized vegetable crops provide a broad spectrum of crop and valuable compound to attend food and nutrition security, potential to contribute to poverty eradication through employment and income generation, high content of vitamins, micronutrients, and proteins and phytochemicals, and adaptable to harsh agroclimatic conditions, namely the arid, semi-arid lands, mountains, steppes, and tropical forests, play a major role in diversification of diet. In the morning session, Dr. R.S. Pundi sir has also given this emphasis on the diversification of horticulture crop. So this underutilized vegetable crops having a play a major role in the diversification of diet, provide this crop diversification and global food security. So this is significance of underutilized vegetable crop, and all these crops are very high in the antioxidant properties. So what is the recommendation? The recommendation by the ICM, Indian Council of Medical Research, has given the recommendation for you can use this 300 gram vegetables per day per capita, and also they have also given the latest information regarding the dietary fiber. You should have to consume or we should have to consume this dietary fiber 40 gram. And they have also given the data for the antioxidant, and all these vegetables, all the fruits, and all these medicinal aromatic plants of this underutilized having the very good antioxidants and carotenoids and dietary fibers property. So you can see here the antioxidant, the ICM has also given this antioxidant. You can go for this 34 kg per year per person fruits and 105 kg per year per person vegetable for taking this good amount of this antioxidants. And for the carotenoids, minimum you have to consume 6 milligram per person per day. If possible, you go with this 10 to 30 milligram per person per day, or availability is only 2.8 milligram per person per day. So we should have to increase the quantity of the antioxidant, the quantity of the dietary fibers, and the quantity of the carotenoids, and quantity of these vegetables. Then in case of this vegetable, 50 gram green leafy vegetables and 100 gram green leafy vegetables for the pregnant woman, because during that period the folic acid requirement of this pregnant woman is very high. So you go with this 50 gram green leafy vegetables. Otherwise you go with the 50 gram roots and tubers, and other 200 gram other vegetables, means you are going for this underutilized vegetable crops or the fruit crop. So this is recommendation by Indian Council of Medical Research. And this golden hope for this where vitamin A deficiency, because the beta carotene content is very high in the underutilized fruits and vegetables and aromatic plant. So why promoting underused vegetable? For the agroforestry, or all the crops are disease and pest resistant, short crop duration, abiotic stress tolerance is there, and market opportunities also good, nutrients dense crops are there. For that we should have to go for this promoting all this. Which are the major constraints for development of this underutilized vegetable crops? The limited germplasm available, lack of technical know-how, lack of national policies, lack of interest by researchers, agriculturists, and extension workers, and lack of producers' interest. So these are the major constraints for this underutilized vegetable crop. All these crops are all the vegetable crops, all the fruit crops, and all the medicinal aromatic plants are considered as a hidden treasures, or we can say the mines of minerals and matter of matrix of life. So you can see that the colocasia leaves having the very good content of protein. Kale, the sources of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acid, very good sources therefore in kale, and the ratio of this omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acid also good in kale. You can see the dietary fiber. What is dietary fibers? Means remnants of the edible part of plants, and it includes polysaccharide, oligosaccharide, lignin, cellulose, organic acid, especially butyric acid, and polyols, that is sorbitol. Low glycemic index is there. Kale having the very low glycemic index, and the low calorie food. Folic acid is there. Then micronutrients are and trace elements. These are all essential for the physical process of the body. So you can consider all these crops as a hidden treasure, or the mines of minerals, or the matter and matrix of the life. Again, you go for the all green leaf vegetables, excellent source of beta carotene, parsley, good source of zinc, broccoli, lettuce, and spinach, good source of chromium. Antioxidant properties were very good in all all scavengers of free radicals and the reactive oxygen species and nutraceutical crops, high vitamin and minerals are there. Asparagus is considered the most nutritionally balanced vegetable, rich in folic acid and folacin, good for the neural tooth defects and the liver disease. These are the crops considered as a hidden treasure. So again, you go with the curry leaf, coriander leaf, leek, chacrumanis, amaranthus. Consumption of 100 gram of green leafy vegetables supply 15% of total protein content. Only 30 gram of green leafy vegetables sufficient to meet the requirement of vitamin A and vitamin C. So you can see here the kale. We have also taking the trials of this kale in our greenhouse condition at Aspik of the horticulture forestry. So kale is considered a powerhouse, or you can say loaded with tons of antioxidant. So the external source of vitamin C and K and vitamin A, you can see here the vitamin is 9999 international unit. So it's the most nutrient dense food on the earth. So we should have to include this kale in our diet or of this family, so that we can take the advantage of this small little kale. So lettuce is also considered king of salad crops. We should have to include this lettuce in our diet. Parsley also using in garnishing of the salad or replace the or coriander. This is the winged bean. So this is also this crop is considered as a supermarket on a plant, because the 6 foods are available. All the plants are edible for this winged bean, Sopocarpus tetragrammatus, and it is considered as a 20th century vegetable, or you can say the God sent vegetable. This is winged bean. So this crop is considered a supermarket on a plant, because 6 foods are available on this one. Features of the underutilized species: the highly adapted to agroecological niches and the marginal areas, represented by ecotypes and land races cultivated and utilized, drawing on indigenous knowledge, hardly represented in ex situ gene banks, require only limited external inputs for production, suitable for organic production, and so on. So this is the features of the underutilized species and the possible reasons for underutilization. Why it is called underutilization? Lack of available germplasm is there, lack of availability of quality planting material is there, because quality planting material is a carrier of new technology. So if you have not the sufficient quality of planting material, it may be seed, it may be stem, or it may be rhizome, or it may be comb, but so the technology has been suffer. So lack of awareness is there, lack of information is there, lack of information use and importance is there, lack of information about their performance and input requirements is there, lack of information about how they can fit into our diet. So this is the possible reason for the underutilization, and this is the scope. Consumer demand will be increased, market will be increased, buyer seller relationship will be increased, storability of the crop will be increased, logistics and supply chain, and protect farming and seasonality. So this is the scope for this thing. Now what about the government of India? This government of India is a strategy for development of underutilized vegetable crop. So IR, the biggest network of this research and development of agriculture in all over the world, and IR has started the CRSRP on this underutilized vegetable crops in 1982, headquartered at NBPG in New Delhi. So the main object or the main aim or the mandate of this ESRP on this crop is collection, evaluation, utilization, and conservation. So very good work has been started in 1982 on this crop by this IRI. So we should have to salute the person of this scientist of this IRI. So regarding the contribution of international research organizations, so many international research organizations are also interested in this underutilized vegetable crops and fruits and medicinal aromatic plants. So IPGRI is there, ICUC is there, IAEA, this GFU is there. So all this, the mandate of all these 4 international research organizations is also on the better conservation and use of underutilized vegetable crops, raise awareness about underutilized vegetable crops, development of systems of raising their use and increasing the use of food for food, medicine, and for environmental development, crop improvement of underutilized vegetable crops, and to promote and executive use of this underutilized vegetable crops and supporting and facilitating the work. These are the major mandates of all these 4 international organizations which is working on the underutilized vegetable crop. Now, a new global project led by the CFF, Crop for Future. Malaysia is also launching very good program for this Forgotten Foods Network. A global project is also launching by this Malaysia, that is called CFF. And here you can see the CEO of this Crop for the Future Research Center, Professor Syed Azam Ali, has said that underutilized crops represent a green ocean of opportunities for communities to build climate and resilient and sustainable agriculture system in changing climates. This is the words given by this Professor Syed Azam Ali and CEO of this CFF. So hurriedly we go over this identification of underutilized vegetable crops at a glance with the photograph. Hurriedly we go with this. This is the amaranthus, bathua, leek, all having the antioxidant properties, all having the medicinal, aromatic, and therapeutic values is there. So this is the mustard, that is called sarson ka saag, or this is the Bacillus alba and Bacillus rubra. You can see the components of the vitamin A, vitamin C, minerals, iron, calcium, phosphorus, whatever it may be. So this is the two species we are using. This is the variation in the leaf color and the leaf shape of this Bacillus. And this chacomanis is a very, very green leaf vegetable. You can consider that this chacomanis is considered as a 21st century vegetables, and or you can consider as a multivitamin green or the multi-mineral packed leaf vegetable. And this crop belongs to family Euphorbiaceae, and the botanical name of this crop is Ceropas androgynous. So this is the very good leafy vegetable. We can use this vegetable. The water leaf or Ceylon spinach is there. Then this is agathi. This is mint or pudina. This is minor leafy vegetables. This is water convolvulus or kangkong or Hypomia aquatica. This is Indian pennywort. This is black nightshade and cerosia. This is portulaca and deal. So in the early morning, Dr. N.S. Shah sir has also given emphasis on this deal and soa, then anthem soa. So the good medicinal or aromatic properties are here with this. Then rosely, then bok choy, the Chinese cabbage, then cowpea, then dolichos bean, then celery, then colocasia. Then this is the wonder legume of Swingay bean. We have discussed this slide in the earlier. These are the variation in the leaves, and the use of these leaves are nutrition, medicine. Flowers are there, pods are there, roots are edible, tubers are edible, seeds are also useful. So this is the variation in the leaves, flowers, and pods of this winged bean. So this is the variation of the flowers, varied between flowers, and this is the pod, variation of the pod in the winged bean. So we can utilize all this product in our diet, and we can reach with this antioxidant properties of this. This is variation in tuber, and the ladies also selling this winged bean tubers in the market. So by this way, we can popularize the use of this tuber also for the winged bean. So this is the jack bean and the field view of jack bean. This is also the underexploited cucumber vegetables, spine girl, ivy girl, S girl, sweet girl. Then also this flowering pattern of the spine girl or the pointed girl or little girl. Summer squash is a very good vegetable. You can see here the Momonica species, Momonica cochin sinensis, Momonica dioica. So this is sag girl and pumpkin leaf. You can also use the pumpkin leaf. You can also use the asgar leaf. So in case of pumpkin, the male flowers are highly nutritive than the fruit or flower. So you can use this male flower of this pumpkin. Whenever you go in this Assam or Bhubaneswar, the pumpkin male flowers are available in the market, and they are very nutritious in the diet point of view as compared to leaf and pumpkin fruit. So this is the case. We can use this all this slide. So the chocho, very good, single seeded vegetable, cucumber vegetable crop. In case of this chocho, you can see here the tuber also edible. This is the fruits of the chocho, single seeded fruits, sachet medulae, and the product is available in the market from this chocho. So we can use this product in our diet. So this is the collard greens, then mustard greens, then Brussels sprout, then romaine lettuce, then sea vegetables and turnip greens. This is also the leafy green with a high amount of these minerals. This is also the mallow. This is the variation in the diversity of the underutilized vegetable crops in the north eastern hilly region. We should have to explore this all these crops from this biodiversity. This is also the variation in the biodiversity. So this is also the variation in the leafy vegetables in any age. This is also the Brassica juncea, or these are the photographs of the Solanaceae vegetable. This is also the vegetable belongs to family Solanaceae. This is also the variation in the Solanaceae vegetables, and this is the underexploited medicinal potential of this crop. This is shallot, then farhan, then allium chinense, allium maglani, then dye then Welsonian, then curry leaf, then moringa. Is a tree of life. God has given a very good gift of drumstick and aeola. So we can consume this drumstick and aeola in our diet for this, because this crops is very highly nutritive point of view. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that drumstick leaves contain 2 times more with protein than curd, 3 times more potassium than banana, 4 times more calcium than cow milk, and 4 times more vitamin A than carrot, 7 times more vitamin C than orange. This is the nutritional composition of this drumstick. And recently, Junagadh Agriculture University has started in the food testing laboratory. They are going to start this preparing the powder from this drumstick, and they are preparing this powder for the making the soup, so that the person can use this powder in the form of the soup, and they can take the advantage. And one more research, they are going to started to prepare the biscuits from this powder of this drumstick, and it may be available in the market in near future in terms of the biscuit. So this is the research have been started by the Junagadh University in the food testing laboratory. So we'll wait for the good results in the future point of view. So this is tree bean. It's very good vegetable in the northeastern regions. Each and every house has this tree bean. These are the list of the important underutilized vegetable crops. I will skip. I will go hurriedly with this all this because this is the basic information for the student's point of view, or the name of vegetable and the botanical name. This is the important again the list of this vegetable crops. Again the list of vegetable crops. So again this is the list of cucurbits. This is the list of green leaf vegetables. The list of green leaf vegetables. Big numbers are vegetables crops are there in the list of these underutilized vegetable crops. We should have to consume this conserve this all these things. This is again the list of GLVs, means green leaf vegetables, then leafy and salad vegetables, then legumes, then salad, then solanaceous, then tuber crops. You can see here the swam taro. In swam taro, the stolan is also edible in the case of swam taro. So basically, Kalyani is working on this crop, and the very good variety here they developed the swam taro, and this is also the edible portion of this stolan. You can see the crop condition of this. This is arelium, Diascorea bulbifera. You can use this arelium. This is arrowroot. Arrowroot is also available. The biscuit is also available in the big bowl for the from this powder of this arrowroot. So the children can get the advantage of this properties of this arrowroot. So this is the canna. This is also the yam bean, peccarizes, erosas. Tuber is also edible. Here the pod is also edible. Here the tuber is also edible. So we can use this tuber in our diet. Then Chinese potato, then there are some artichoke. This tubers are also edible. This is the curcuma avada. This is the typhonium. This is taka. So all these tuber crops are also. This is costus and costus speciosus. You can see here. This sofla plant in Meghalaya. So this is the Diascorea species. Then minor tubers, arrowroot, tanya, and Chinese potato. Underutilized vegetables are there. Then this is the slides regarding this name of the crop, budding name, and the part used. Which parts are used for this purpose of this medicinal properties or aromatic properties of this crop. So these are the basic information of this crop. Part used, vegetables. So there were more than 150 parts are there. Again the crops are there and the uses are there. Again the crops and uses also there. This also information regarding this, you how to use the these parts of the vegetable, how to uses of this or the plant. Bamboo seeds also, you can use the bamboo seeds in our diet. So how the person is collecting lesser known vegetables from their family and they are selling the desired vegetables in the market. So collection from vegetables from the forest so that we can also use it. So this is the overview of the market of this underutilized vegetable crops. How the person is sitting in the street and they are selling this underutilized vegetable crops, highly nutritive vegetables for us, and the market view is there. So in the morning session, Dr. Sasab also said that in Deputy Director of Horticulture, Gujarat has also taken one show for this under the vegetable crop. So here also the traditional food competition is there. By this way, we can create the awareness among the students and childs and the persons who are dealing with this all these crops. So traditional food competition, you go with this awareness of the product, and you can prepare the n numbers of dishes from this traditional vegetables, which are rich in reserve of this plants nutrients. So value addition, you go with the value addition. So these are the dishes in the northeastern regions. They are preparing all this value addition product, and they are using in their diet. This is the only value addition product. You go with this value added product of the costa species. You can go for pickle, you can go for dadi, and you can go for the chutney. In Meghalaya, they are using this costa species, and they are preparing all these things, and they are enjoying all this benefit of this plant. So this is the tatania, or you can say janthosoma. So the value production is goes with the padra in South Gujarat, or you can go in Mumbai, or you can go in Goa. You can see this type of product is available in the market. So now this you can see some of the entrepreneurs are come forward for this value addition product of this Tanya in Gujarat, and they are sending this product in the food festival of Germany in the last year. So this is the by this way we can also introduce our crop in the other countries. This is product from this you can see the sweet potato namkeen sev. So from the sweet potato powder, you are preparing. We are preparing this namkeen sev, and we can sell this namkeen sev in the market. For this is the value addition of the sweet potato. Then soju. Soju is a one kind of drink, and you can see the. I want to say that South Korea is often known as the drinking capital of the world for its undying love of soju, because soju is very high in alcohol, and it is prepared uh, from the sweet potato and the tapioca. This is the drink they are using in this South Korea and in large scale. So this is the powder of the prepared from the sweet potato. So you can prepare this shira from the powder of the sweet potato. This is value addition of this sweet potato. So in case of recently, I have got this slide, this cuttings in the paper today. So very good demand is there for this singoda. So you can use this singoda in our diet in the winter season. So by this way, we are enjoying the smiling faces and the long life and the nature's gift of this underutilized vegetable crops and fruits and medicinal aromatic plants. We can enjoy our life as long as we can. So this is the women-dominated traditional vegetable production in marketing. Then focus on the farmers are there. So we should have to promote. We should have to promote the Nutri Garden, Nutri Kitchen Garden, Nutri Smart Village, Nutri School, Nutri Thali, Nutri Week, and Agri Nutri Smart Village, and biofortification crops in government sponsored scheme like National Food Security Mission, RKUI, ICDS, midday meal, etc. So what happened in the year of 2017? The World Food Prize 2017 was given to A. Adesina in Nigeria, and he was the president of African Development Board. He is doing only one thing. The person is doing the biofortification crops. He has included the biofortification crops in all the government sponsored scheme in the Nigeria, and he has awarded the World Food Prize of 2017. Adesina, Nigeria, the president of African Development Board, and he has done a very good job to include this biofortification crops in all the government scheme, sponsor schemes. So we should have to think over this, all these biofortification crops, including the system of the ISDS or midday meal, etc. So this is the NARI. The ICR has also given this task to do all this KVK. See, the Nutri Sensitive Agricultural Resources and Innovation Project is running by the ICR. So one Vatika program is also running by this ICR for the Nutri Garden, for Nutri Thali, Nutri Village, then all these things. So you can sit with the farmers for the interface. You can meet with this self-help group or the members for creating the awareness about this underutilized vegetable crops, fruits, and medicinal aromatic plants. Nutrition awareness campaign, you go for this Nutri Week, Anganwadi, you go with this thing. So this is the Agri Nutri Smart Village model prepared by the ICR, and Nutri Smart Village is there, nutritional kitchen garden, leafy vegetable on rooftop, and all these things. So this is the now point to ponder. Last you can see here. Now my point is here, potential of this underutilized vegetable crops should not be underestimated, because it has a very good opportunity for us for the providing the minerals, nutrition, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, and carotenoids, and dietary fibers, all these things. So we cannot neglect. So we cannot underestimate the potential of this underutilized vegetable crop. And furthermore, please remember the importance of underutilized vegetable crops is this 21st century. In the 21st century, cannot be neglected, because the huge reservoir is there, and the hidden treasures are considered all this for food. So this is my inference, means conclusion of this talks. Need to broaden the range of plant species utilized by man. Global awareness is required, not only amongst the researchers but equally among the planners, policymakers, growers, and users of all over the world. Specific exploration programs to be collected, genetic variability, conserve it and utilize for development of improved cultivars. Public awareness drives should be carried out in rural area to educate people about the nutritional value of the niche based underutilized vegetable crops and their probable role in eradicating poverty, hunger, and malnutrition. Population of potential and economics of underutilized vegetable crops, and characterization and documentation of germplasm. Developing infrastructure for processing the product as well as their marketing, and underutilized vegetables embedded with rich nutrient potential along with the ability to stand against adverse climatic conditions may prove boon to all concerned growers, consumers, and environmentalists, provided that they are tamed properly. The possible reasons for the low utilization of underutilized vegetables, in spite of their recognized importance, are due to lack of availability of planting material, lack of awareness on nutritional and medicinal properties, and lack of information on production techniques of these crops. In this context, there is an urgent need to take a program on genetic resources acquisition, management, utilization, and improvement of this underutilized vegetable crops to ensure food and nutrition security for future. Underutilized vegetable play an important role in the national economy of India. So this is the influence. The climate and soil of India are favorable for the production of these different underutilized vegetables. Thus, the government of India has been taking some steps towards highlighting the underutilized vegetable crops. Some government organizations and NGOs have been implementing some development projects to increase the underutilized vegetable production. Finally, it can be concluded that underutilized vegetables production will meet the shortage of per capita consumption availability, thereby solve the nutritional problems, and at the same time it generates the employment and also increase the income of rural people, and finally it could be contribute the national economy. This is the inference, and this is the strategies for the development of underutilized vegetable crops already discussed by the Dr. Piyush Verma sir and Dr. Parmeshwar sir. So I will skip this strategies for this development of underutilized vegetable crop, as it is same for this fruit crop and for the medicinal aromatic crop. So this is strategies for the development of the underutilized vegetable crops, and this is the future opportunities and priorities for the underutilized vegetable crops. This is also the discussed by this Piyush Verma sir and the Dr. Parmeshwar sir. So I will skip this slide. So this is my reference. From there I have collected this information and try to justify my topic for you. And this is thanks to all, especially I want to thanks patrons Dr. R.V. Vyas sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of AU, Dr. R.C. Agrawal, DDG Education ICR, and the chief guest and keynote speaker Dr. Sanjay Singh, then convener Dr. R.S. Pundi sir, and Professor PI and IHEP CAST project of Anand, co-convener Dr. N.I. Shah sir, has given me an opportunity to share my experience with you. Organizing Secretary Dr. Deepak R. Paralwa, Joint Organizing Secretary Dr. Y. Lad and Dr. Priti Kumari, and Advisor Dr. Prabhat Kumar and Dr. Y.C. Jala, the Dean of IABMI, Anand, for providing me this opportunity to share my experience with you. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your quick and excellent session. And I'm hoping that our participants who are actually into it and even who are out of it will find this very useful for them. So thank you for being part of this seminar. Sir, we can take one or two questions.
Okay.
Sir, there is one question from participant side. Is there any threat or very small? Is there any threat or very small part of area under utilized spices in your knowledge, which was grown by local or tribal area cultivated as a food purpose?
So we should have to create the awareness among all these traditional vegetables and spices and all these things. Otherwise, we should have to go for this processing. And suppose we have the problem, then we can create this FU. ICR is also given emphasis on the food producing organization. So you prepare this team for this marketing also, and you can create the awareness among the consumer for this product, all these products. For that we can take the advantage. Otherwise, there is no any kind of threat regarding this issues of this underlying vegetables, crops, and spices and all these things. We should have to create the awareness. Nothing is there.
Okay, sir. Sir, since we are already getting late, so we will now start our plenary session. And for that, first of all, I would like to invite our Dr. Aris Pundir, Professor and Principal Investigator of NAHEP CAST, for his welcome address for this plenary session. So over to you, Pundir, sir.
Thank you, Preeti. Very nice. And I think you are listening for some time, Dr. Sarvaiya Saab, detailed presentations, very important presentations. Thank you, Dr. Saab, very much, particularly for this your presentations. And my role is very limited here. This is plenary session, and we expect some observations to be presented by Dr. Deepak Paradwa, who is also organizing secretary. But before that, I welcome our Dr. Sarvaiya Saab is also here. I welcome you in this plenary session. Yes. And of course, Dr. Nitin Shasha, our colleague and principal and Dean, CHAU Anand, and our colleague, Dr. Lad, other participants mainly who have joined us and who are with us maybe since the last two sessions, also 2 to 3 sessions, particularly in this session, and all the dignitaries. Of course, my Vice Chancellor, Dr. R. Vyas, though he's busy with some other activities, I welcome all of you once again to this plenary session. Sir, what our purpose is basically in this kind of seminars, particularly nowadays webinars, is to have focused attention on some activities which can help designing the projects as well as improving the quality of teaching at higher educations. And we believe after going through these presentations by the expert speakers, including this chief guest, Dr. Sanjay Singh in the morning, so wonderfully they justify these kind of things. And we also prepared the proceedings in which we highlight these all points. Sir, it is wonderful having you all, our speakers, including our Dr. Sanjay Singh's chief guest, who made a keynote speakers. And we strongly believe that your presentations have helped us in improving the purpose or in improving the quality of education, research and education both. And we are here to note down these all points and to improve our activities at our university to the extent possible. These are few things in line of the objective of our projects, but as you know, the basic objective is centric to marketing, trade kind of things, and very well the issues of value additions, including not only the horticulture crops but widely the aromatic plants also have been covered, and the speakers have dealt very nicely about these value additions kind of things, which are very, very important, particularly to improve the quality, improve the income of the farmers through the rigorous research by the scholars. These are few things from my side, Dr. Preeti. So over to you. Thank you very much once again to all of you. Yeah, please.
Thank you very much, Punji sir, for providing your address. We are very thankful for you. We are very thankful to you for your constant time and even continuous effort for making every event great success. So thank you very much, sir. So with that, now I request Dr. D.R. Paradwa, organizing secretary of this particular seminar, for his observation from the seminar. So over to you, Paradwa, sir.
Thank you, Preeti. Very good afternoon, one and all. At the end of the day, on online seminar, the underutilized horticulture crop, the formal inauguration event was presided by the Dr. R.V.S. Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, A.U. Anand. He said the farmer use the dry land or wasteland and growing the underutilized fruit crop so that increase the income of the farmer and also the doubling the income farmer, and made also the home scale industry, small scale industry, and use of the local people so that increase your immunity. In the first technical session, the keynote speaker was delivered by the Dr. Sanjay Singh, Principal Scientist, Central Horticulture Research Station, Godhra. He very well explained the scope and importance of the underutilized fruit crop. The mostly underutilized fruit crop are localized, they are explored, or also some management practices like in Jambun, the canopy management practices and pruning time and spacing, and discuss about the new variety, a very nutritive or medicinal value, very high, like the Goma Yasi, Goma Priyanka, Goma Prati, and Goma Yasi. In morning, the sessions, Dr. Yuswarma, Professor and Head, Department of Horticulture, CP College of the Agriculture, Sardar Kushinagar, lecture delivered on the underexploited fruit crop. Some very good example. There are know about, not name the scene, like in the Kerala, means care, and some arid and semi-arid area fruit crop most suitable in like the Kutch and Sabarkatha, Banaskatha, and the use and nutritional value of the crop, and also the save of the genetically erosion, so that they save the crop. In third session, they will discuss this session in the Dr. S.N. Sarvaiya sir, Professor and Head, Department of Vegetable Science. He very well explained the potential of the underutilized vegetable crop. I also the first time used the winged bean. The winged bean, the whole party used in our life, and also the tree of life, drumstick. He said the drumstick is the tree of life, and also the cultivation practices and use of the various leafy vegetable. They are used mostly in the mineral purpose, and dietary fiber is the very high. And last session, Dr. P.L. Saran sir, Principal Scientist in Horticulture, Directorate of Medicinal and Aromatic Plant Research Institute, delivered the lecture at Exploitation and Use of the Medicinal Aromatic Plant. He said the cultivation practices of the Palmarosa, lemongrass, vetiver, and also the some farmers study and a farmer use the very well income of medicinal plant and use in the aromatic plant, and also the use of the potential of the medicinal plant like the basil, giloy, cougar, satauri, kalmek, and also the cultivation practices. And last, hence all the lecture were the very useful and fruitful. I hope to this knowledge and information will help to farmer, small scale industrialist, young entrepreneur, student, and faculty member. And last, the thank you to everyone. Thank you. Jai Bharat.
Uh, Thank you very much, sir, for pointing out all the observations from your from our seminar. Now we will move further. I would like to request our chief guest of this plenary session, Dr. Enai Shah, Principal and Dean, College of Horticulture and Agriculture University, for his address. So over to you, Shah, sir.
Okay, thank you, Preeti. Namaste to the all participants and speakers. Today we have organized a webinar on underutilized fruit crops, and I have heard whole the webinar, including the chief guest and all the three speakers. And
Thank you,
I
sir.
may say that whatever our objective, and really all the four speakers, including the chief guest, nicely cover the whole the part of the underutilized fruit crop related thing. First of all, when we see regarding the Sanjay Singh part, then we may see that whatever the new varieties develop, whatever the new genotypes develop, whatever the collections made from the tribal area at Vejalpur farm, and evolution of them evaluated there, and not even evaluated at presence from the Vejalpur, numbers of the variety released from the Vejalpur farm under the guidance of the Sanjay Singh, and he has nicely presented that all thing and motivate the regarding the different stock, particularly you and their different RTS lighter product they have highlighted. Then after Dr. Piyush Sharma has nicely highlighted different fruit crops, underutilized fruit crops. Particularly, he has during that he has tried to highlight the limitations of the underutilized fruit crop. That why it is not developed. So we have to give more focus on that point. That due to the awareness, due to the lack of the marketing, such type of the issue, whatever we are facing for developing that underutilized fruit crop, and so it is known as underutilized fruit crop. So we have to think over it, and nicely he have presented that research work. Germplasm, whatever the different variety of germplasm available, but screening of that variety is further needed. That type of the thing highlighted by the Piyush Verma during the that thought, and even that he has given one thing that underutilized fruit crop. That means that consumption is not that much more. So value additions, yeah, to linkage with the industries with its underutilizations crop is needed, and such type of the good theme they have highlighted. Then after Dr. Saran, P.L. Saran, nicely presented the different medicinal and aromatic plants which are at present growing by the farmer. And one more thing that he has tried to present the economics of it, with different processing product, whatever the made from that different medicinal and aromatic plant, and with their economies, with that success stories developed by the different farmers at their field, and they have highlighted it nicely. So whatever the going on in medicinal and aromatic plant, how we have to link with the market, where is the market of medicinal and aromatic plants, such taste they have highlighted, particularly for the सफेद मूसरी या वेटिवेरा या तो सतावरी या तो aloe vera. For such type he has nicely presented regarding it. And lastly, Dr. Sanmut Sharma, Sanmut Sarvaiya, have nicely presented the list of the vegetables, which is not at present we have exploited. And whenever we see that more than 150 list they have tried to show that which a different part of the vegetables yet a part is we are utilizing and is need to yet exploited. So nicely with the present different photographs and different material and that type of he has tried to present, and we can convince by that, that the numbers of the vegetables yet we have to need to do the work on that vegetable crops, and we have to exploit it. And most important thing that Sanmut Sarvaiya has written one thing: underutilized food crop, horticulture crop never underestimated. The line here highlighted, never underestimated, which is the most important thing, and which may be considered as the main theme of this webinar, that in the future, in the 21st century, we have to highlight to the this underutilized, but we have never underestimate, and we have to do the work on this underutilized horticulture crop. And nicely, Sanmut Sarvaiya has presented that whole thing. So at last, I may say that whatever the objective to that students and farmers and researchers need to go on for the different crops, that all are covered by the different speaker nicely, and presented by the all the speaker is nicely. Thank you, Preeti. Over to Preeti.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your address and your assistance, and obviously your guidance to us every time for smooth run of this particular seminar. So we are very much obliged to you, sir. So we will now we are reaching at the end of this event. So before concluding things, I would humbly request Dr. Y.A. Lard, Joint Organizing Secretary of this seminar, for his vote of thanks. Sir, are you there?
No, Lard is not there side.
Okay. Let me conclude this welcome address. I would like to thank all the dignitaries, starting from our Vice Chancellor, sir, National Coordinator, Nahib Caste ICR New Delhi, Prabhat Kumar, sir, our Principal Investigator, Dr. Aris Munir, sir, Principal and Dean of College of Horticulture, Shah, sir, are all speakers. Sharma sir, Saran sir, Sarvaiya sir, Singh sir, all the participants and organizing and joint organizing secretary, thank you all for being part of this successful event. With that, we are closing this seminar here, and good day to everyone. So thank you.